Look, the wealthy never follow their heart. That's a working class pipe dream, following your heart. That's a myth made up to control you. What you should follow is logic. If a man can't confirm a date at least 12 hours in advance when he's just getting to know you, what does logic dictate he'll be like when you're married to him? Have a second child on the way, and let's face it, you can't exactly leave him. Your heart tells you to go on that date, even though he asked last minute. But logic tells you it's a bad move. Don't ask yourself what you can do to make the world a better place. No, no, no. Ask yourself how you can use the world, every single ruthless, opportunity filled corner of it, to make a better, richer, more fun filled life for yourself. One rule women of wealthier backgrounds abide by, whether consciously or not, is this: they never believe anything a man says, they only believe what a man does. It's very simple, yet so powerful. He says he is looking for something serious and wants marriage. How sweet of him, really. But before you get all carried away, start following your heart and begin auditioning for the role of his future wife. Ask yourself this: is this man even qualified to be a husband? To be my husband? Does he meet my requirements of what I want a husband to be? And sweetheart, do you even have a list of requirements for your future husband? Because if you don't, and if you are not clear on what you're looking for, how in the name of Lawrence Sanchez will you ever find it? More logic, less heart. And girls who were raised in the upper echelons of society, the girls who were raised wealthy, I can promise you they are not better than you. No, the only thing, they believe they are better than you. And this is what this world is about: who you believe yourself to be, what you believe you deserve. If you don't believe it, nobody else will, and that's the problem with you. You need to start believing that you deserve to date only successful men who are hopelessly devoted to you, as the song goes. I cannot stress this enough. What you believe to be true will come alive in your world. A lot of women, and you may have been guilty of this yourself, when they hit rock bottom in their love life, do you know what they tend to do? They settle there. They sort of accept that this is their life now. And then they look around the town of rock bottom and they find themselves a little apartment and they unpack their bags and they make themselves a home there. They assume they ended up in the zip code of a mediocre relationship because, as their parents kept so helpfully repeating during their entire childhood, that's just life. Are you starting to see why your mindset is the way that it is? You have been brainwashed to think you deserve whatever crumbs a man with a mediocre life and a matching bank account is willing to throw in your general direction. Because a woman who demands nothing and is okay with very little is not a threat to anyone. She is easy to control, and she fits right into what I like to call the general population. And I call average people the general population because it sounds exactly like Gen Pop. Yes, Gen Pop as in prison. I mean, am I right or am I right? Doesn't the average life with the average relationship and the average 9 to 5 and the average everything sound like a prison sentence? It does to me. And I think you deserve better. I sincerely do. So, you've had a man or two wreck your life in the past, haven't you? You were single and you were doing pretty okay. I mean, things weren't grand, but they were stable. The future was looking fairly reasonably positive, shall we say? And then that man came out of absolutely nowhere. And like a tornado, he swept you off your feet and up into the air. And he basically took over your life and catastrophically turned it upside down. And before you even knew what was happening, well, he was gone. Yep, gone right out of your life, along with your self-worth, your confidence, and your general ability to be even remotely excited about life ever again. All you were left with was destruction, pain, and a feeling of emptiness so intense it literally hurt to be awake. Wow, what a sad, sad, sad story. Or at least it sounds like it. Because I cannot relate at all. You see, I have been getting what I want when I want it from the day I blessed this world with my birth. Always. And I've always done it the easy way or the fun way, but never the hard way. Well, I've got some good news for you, my darling. You are under new management. Whose management, you ask? Mine. I'm Ruthless Reese. And by the time I am done with you, the virus that has been quietly ruining your mind will be gone. Yes, because allowing men to treat you poorly and being cheerfully content with the bare minimum is a virus. It is a virus of the poor, the working, and the middle class, and it is highly contagious. But none of it is your fault. You, you were born with a wealthy mind and an ironclad sense of confidence. It is your factory setting, shall we say, the original version of you, of who you were meant to be. But as soon as you became old enough to grasp what was going on around you, the virus started to taint your mind. You heard your parents say things like, "We are not rich, but at least we are honest," as if poverty and struggling were assets to flaunt. You heard your public school teachers say, "Always follow your dreams." And then you graduated, and society entirely flipped the script on you. Your dreams, as it turns out, were to be no higher than to enjoy being a dutifully good 9 to 5 worker forever. To hell with your dreams and passions, because for the next 40 years, you are to be a productive member of society. I believe that is what they call it. Do you see wealthy company owners keep on workers that conflict with their profit margins because they feel bad for them? No. They lay them all off because logic dictates so. And look, I'm not saying it's ethical, but it's necessary. The world you're living in is not ethical, and the winner does take it all. Do you want to be a winner or a loser in the game of life? Because if you are the kind of girl who feels called to revolution, I mean, just hang up the phone. Send that call to revolution to voicemail. The system doesn't care about you as a woman. Never has, never will. I know all of this may feel like a shock to your system, and I want you to know that the only reason I am here, sharing these carefully guarded secrets of the wealthy with you, is because I love you and I want the very best for you. I really do.